It's Week 17 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see T. Higgins. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Bengals and the Steelers on EA Sports.
It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but don't fear, we've got football to perk up our spirits as we join you from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gordon. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting.
We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And it'll be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterback shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back. Right direction.
Maybe trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. Off the play fake, Roberts.
He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week: 18 carries, 82 yards.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
Now here's a throw that's complete. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down. At the Bengals 44-yard line. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey.
Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Roberts. Player has it complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. First down, Steelers. Looking to throw. Roberts. This will be caught just inside the 10. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Pittsburgh.
McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, Steelers.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Holding offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here's Cobb. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
2nd and 5.
He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Finding room at midfield.
And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line.
The Bengals at 9-6 now. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful. I expect them to do just that.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
42 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game.
Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Benson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave it with a 2nd and just a few inches left. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and have the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Irv Smith Jr. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Now Roberts to throw on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
That's taken on the 25.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC.
And it's a good news, bad news proposition for them. Mostly good news, and that's that they've clinched a playoff spot. That's the important thing. Bad news, though, if they want to make a Super Bowl, for the moment at least, they'd have to do it out of the 6th seed.
And bottom line, everybody wants to play at home during the playoffs. We know that's a given. But nothing builds character for a ball club quite like winning on the road in the playoffs, especially when no one thinks you can do it. And if you win one and gain confidence, who knows, you might get on one of those magical runs.
2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 5 catches, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
5th in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong category. I mean, if you're in the top 5 in anything, I don't care whether it's football or tips.
Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. It's their quarterback. 45 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. He hit him earlier in this 1st quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as good running gets them to about the 44.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. This is McCaffrey on the give. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Fighting to stay on his feet past midfield. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Roberts able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Roberts. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Roberts. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. That is caught. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
Back to throw again. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. That'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this one is right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard.
They'll keep it on the ground. Downing. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They run the counter. Downing. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
He'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Right back to Njoku.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16, and another 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And for the right side here, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Kevin McPherson for the Bengals field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense.
As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Back to throw. Roberts. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. Roberts on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Now a 2nd and 6.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete here.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's Roberts on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at about the 14.
13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
To throw is Roberts on 1st down. That's caught right side by Anderson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Roberts. And that is incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's what he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Back to throw. Roberts.
He had a man open, but he missed it. It's incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2020...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game, for here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Well, the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half.
And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
They'll set up a throw.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll begin in the Meadowlands, an AFC East matchup between New England and the New York Jets. And it's the Jets who have the lead in the second quarter. DeAndre Swift with a rushing touchdown there. From there, we head on over to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Trey Lance with a couple of touchdown passes. Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington Commanders at home at FedEx Field. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. Rondale Moore, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know The great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. He'll drop to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Operating from the gun, Roberts. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They go play action here on 1st down. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Now, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visiting Bengals who came away with a victory in that one, so they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
They'll look to throw here.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he's going to have the Bengals first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
At the 34-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw here.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now back to throw. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Bottom line is that he is just something else as a runner, because there are not many QBs in this league who can rip off a gain that big, and he did it with the defense giving him a little extra attention after he hit him on a run earlier this series.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
Second and 7 at the Steelers' 18-yard line.
They'll drop to throw.
This is the tight end, Njoku. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that drive is going pretty darn well. 3 previous times converted on third down, but on that one, the defense rose up and said enough of that.
A 37-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that'll make this a 7-point game.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
They trail 20-13 our score as they have it first and 10.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey.
To the 22-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll throw here, hold in.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down, Steelers.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is brought in at the 21. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39.
And they will take over first and 10.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Up the middle they go. Downing. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 2 yards to go, second down.
At the Steelers' 34-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
10 yards there on a Bengal first. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the first and goal.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
He'll try again.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there.
With his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
McPherson on for the point after.
And the lead is up to 14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And the Steelers getting set and ready for their next possession. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Off play action. Roberts.
That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Roberts now throwing on 1st down. And he's got it. Touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
And certainly they are pleased to know that they will be in the postseason. That's the good news. They've clinched a spot at least. The bad news, at least for now, they would have to make a run out of that 6-hole seeding, and that's not an easy prospect.
Not at all, especially with how loaded this conference is. And think about the thought of trying to run through 3 road games just to the Super Bowl. It seems unlikely, but we have seen it happen before.
And Higgins is going to have a Bengals 1st down as he'll get this out past the 35-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Here's 2nd and 7.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Able to find Higgins.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff up the middle. Downing. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Now 2nd and 3.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On 1st down, Downing.
They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll set up to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. A great play there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Bengals are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th-quarter lead. McPherson now for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 14. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So now the Steelers down by 2 touchdowns. Just under 2 minutes to go. Now Roberts throwing to start the drive.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Finding Schultz.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll look to throw again.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Back to throw again. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Cincinnati,
they get a critical 10th win on the year with 1 game left to go.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and this one features the Saints' superstar wide receiver. He's danced around coverages all year to the tune of 1,400 receiving yards so far. It's the Saints and the Lions, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Detroit Lions. Two teams more than ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Ford Field. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Hindsight probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Hawkins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Hawkins. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Ed Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
The numbers for Gibbs from last week, 20 carries, 92 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Dances, and now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. That last effort is noteworthy because he just passed Tony Dorsett on the all-time rushing list. Dorsett had 12,739.
Well, rather fitting because Tony Dorsett, one of his nicknames, the Hawk. And this guy just flew right past him.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Gibbs. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The point after, goodbye groupie.
And it's now a 7-0 game. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight. And I am impressed. That means 2 weeks if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple, and that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Got an open man, it's Scott. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Up the middle they go. Overton.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run on first down. Allison, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Allison. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
You look at this Saints defense.
Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass. So 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Completes it to Perry.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll set up a throw.
Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
The Saints at 11-4 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. You talk about this Lions defense.
Yeah, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
A.T. Perry
with career touchdown number 158. That pushes him past Randy Moss and into 4th place all time.
And the Saints are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. Partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 1.
Back to throw.
He completes it to Olave.
And he's got this down to the 35. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. They'll look to throw now on first down.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Saints have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Hawkins. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
On 1st and 10, Hawkins.
Right side, he has Johnston.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2.
At their 48-yard line.
Off the play fake, Hawkins.
He's across midfield.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 43. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Again, he'll drop to throw.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, what looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
The Lions into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Throw left side complete to Foster. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
2nd and a couple.
Back to throw. Hawkins got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnston.
And the Lions are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Perry, the return.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A throw over the middle taken in. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
The Lions offense set to take over. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
To throw on second down, Hawkins. Throws right side, and that's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They give them a gain of 37. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Hawkins. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Looking to throw, Hawkins.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Back to throw, Hawkins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are back within a score. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Saints again ready to go on offense.
And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. Back to throw here.
Into the hands of Perry, complete.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
2nd down and a yard.
Back to throw again.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. And it is the Jets who have the lead late in the second quarter. DeAndre Swift with a rushing touchdown there. From there, we head on over to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Trey Lance with a couple of touchdown passes. Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington Commanders at home at FedEx Field. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. Rondale Moore, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Perry. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Lions' 49-yard line.
Hand off now to Gibbs.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and that will be 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll set up to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The end result, 21 yards. That grab, another career milestone for him. 900 career catches now.
All right, the applause is beginning, right? The applause is going on. That puts him just outside the top 20 all-time in the NFL. Next in his sights at 903, Wes Welker.
Rarefied air.
Gibbs is in. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Groupie for the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that one a 13-play drive in total.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Throwing to start the drive. Hawkins. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Hawkins.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw. Hawkins. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll look to set up his blockers. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now back to throw.
Got his man, Dell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
13 yards. 1st down, New Orleans.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. 2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Saints' 1st down.
On the give, here's Gibbs. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 3.
They'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Saints.
Chris Olave.
A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Groupie able to add the PAT.
And the lead is now 24. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Looking to throw. Hawkins.
Pass hauled in by Johnston.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2.
Off play action. Hawkins. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
Operating from the gun. Hawkins. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions get a bit closer.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he returns this to the 22. Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
A give right side for Gibbs.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They're going to look to throw.
As this complete to Daniel Bellinger.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. Give them 18 on the play.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Completes it to Perry.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
3-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Saints.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front.
Start offense.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll look to throw here.
Out route pass complete to Bellinger.
Hook up of 15 yards there. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It's a gain of 15. Brings up 2nd and inches. At the 20.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man complete. It's Perry. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st. He'll look to throw. Did he get the feet down? Yes. Touchdown.
Tank Dell.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up 1st downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
A point after, good by Groupie.
And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Throwing to start the drive. Hawkins. He completes this to Sutton. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Hawkins.
Throw over the middle, and it's caught by Johnston.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Gain on the play. That's good for the Lions. 1st down.
Back to throw. Hawkins. Open man here is Scott, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
From the 38 now. Here's 2nd and a couple.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Off the play fake. Hawkins got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnston. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Looking to throw. Hawkins. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. They'll try to run this one in, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out, and the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, did the Lions get it? Yes, they recover. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hawkins throwing the out route incomplete. It's Foster. The Lions on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Foster. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Throwing on 1st down. Hawkins.
It's wheeled in downfield by Johnston. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning.
On 1st down, Hawkins throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Back to throw again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Back to throw. Hawkins. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jahmyr Gibbs. That one's a milestone. Touchdown number 150 for his great career. And the Saints stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Here's Groupie for the PAT. And that'll make this a 4 game as the lead moves to 17. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. That is caught by Fountain. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 1st and 10, Hawkins. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw on 2nd down, Hawkins. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, Hawkins. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, Visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for New Orleans,
they improved their mark to 12-4 with one game to go.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.